Hello students, today I am going to explain you about diseases. But before that, let me tell you about health and a healthy person. So health is defined as a state of a complete physical and mental well-being. A person is said to be disease free when that person is devoid of any diseases. Healthy person is energetic and is able to perform as per the requirement or a state of a complete physical, mental and social well-being. We, we keep good health by taking a balanced diet, regular exercise and adequate rest. But if we are unable to take balanced diet, regular exercise, rest, then we are going to be ill or will be having some disease. A disease is a state where the body or mind are not in a healthy condition, or a disease is a particular abnormal condition that negatively affects the structure or function of all or a part of an organism, and that is not due to any immediate external injury. It is often associated with the specific symptoms and signs. Or disease can be occur due to many reasons. Now, disease are going to be broadly classified into two categories, that is communicable diseases and non-communicable diseases. Communicable diseases, a disease that can be passed on from an infected person to a healthy person, is known as communicable diseases, and these diseases are caused by virus, bacteria, fungi and protozoa. Small microorganisms or a tiny living things that are found all around us and are too small to be seen by naked eye. Microbes, they live in water, soil and in the air. And some microbes makes us sick and some are important for our health too. So microbes that cause diseases are called germs. And these germs can spread when the infected person cough, sneeze or spits. That germs are going to be enter in our body through the contact with an infected person or a contaminated air, food or water. How we can protect ourselves against contagious or contaminated or a communicable disease? We can frequently washing our hands well and often, staying away from those who are sick, and we have to maintain good hygiene and we can keep the surroundings clean. These all are going to play a very important role in preventing any of the diseases. And one of the best way to get rid of any of the diseases, vaccination. So vaccination is the process of using vaccines for the prevention of any of the diseases, because these communicable diseases can be prevented by the vaccination only, by giving at the by given at the right time, because vaccination protects a person by allowing them the germs, by not allowing them the germs to multiply in case they enter the body. Some of the communicable diseases we can see on this page, on this table: flu, measles, chickenpox. These all are the diseases caused by the virus. And along with that, nowadays we have corona disease also. So corona is also a viral disease and it is an infectious disease. It is caused by the newly discovered coronavirus. So flu, measles, chickenpox and corona, these all are having different symptoms. Like flu, symptoms of flu are sore throat, runny nose, difficulty in swallowing, fever, headache, cough and body ache. How we can prevent? By taking a regular medicine, and we have to take a plenty of rest, plenty of fluids, cough drops and salt water gargling is also helpful in preventing flu. Measles, symptoms of measles are runny nose, fever, cough, redness in the eye, rashes, weight loss. And Vaccination of this measles disease has to be given at an early stage or early age only, and we can also prevent or cure this measles disease by taking a plenty of fluids and bed rest, and can decrease the symptoms to some extent. Next we have chickenpox. Symptoms of chickenpox are fever, headache, sore throat, tiredness, rashes, and then that slowly dry up and then form scars. Vaccination has to be given at an early stage or early age only. Then medicines. Along with that, we have to give cold baths, bed rest to overcome with this disease. Now we have corona also. So what are the symptoms of corona? Fever, dry cough, tiredness, loss of taste or smell. And how we can prevent or cure from the corona disease? By washing the hands frequently, and we have to sanitize our hands uh, with the good sanitizer, and we can save ourselves by staying away from the sick person, so that we can save ourselves from the corona. Next we have cholera and typhoid. These two are bacterial diseases, and symptoms of cholera are vomiting, dehydration and diarrhea. So how we can prevent cholera? We have to take a lot of fluids along with the medicines. And in case of typhoid, symptoms of typhoid are headache, body ache, fever, diarrhea. We have to take medicines and drips, boil water, and food without oil and spices, and along with that we have to take complete rest also. One more type of disease we have, that is malaria. It is caused by protozoa. As you all know, female Anopheles mosquito is responsible for this malaria disease. Symptoms of malaria disease are fever, chills, sweats, headache, vomiting and body ache. And how we can prevent malaria, or how we can overcome with malaria disease? Medicine has to be taken on time, drips, we have to use mosquito nets, or we can use mosquito repellent cream. And along with that, what we have to do is we have to avoid storing water in open container. So while So, while taking all these measures, we can prevent ourselves from any diseases. Next, we have non communicable disease, a disease that is not passed from one or from an infected person to a healthy person. These diseases are mostly caused by the deficiency of adequate amount of nutrients in the diet. Hence, they are also called deficiency disorders. So if we are not going to take an balanced diet, then we are going to be deficient in some disease. A person may be getting enough food to eat, but sometimes the food may not contain a particular nutrient. If this continues over a long period of a time, the person may suffer from its deficiency. So deficiency means lack of something. Deficiency of one or more nutrients can cause diseases or disorders in our body. Diseases that occur due to lack of nutrients over a long period of time are called deficiency diseases. If a person does not get enough protein in his or her food for a long time, then that person is likely to have stunted growth, swelling of face, discoloration of hair, skin diseases and diarrhea. If the diet is deficient in both carbohydrate and protein for a long period of time, the growth may stop completely. Such a person becomes very lean and thin and so weak, and may not even be able to move. Deficiency of different vitamins and minerals may also result in certain diseases or disorder. So we can see in this table, if we are not going to take sufficient amount of iron, then we are going to be anemic. And symptoms of anemia is known are weakness, fatigue, difficulty in breathing, raisins, sorry